The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
Extra Funny is sponsored by Love Indus. How do you spell that, Lindsay? Indus.
Indus.
That's how I would have spelled it.
Sure.
Love Indus. And you use Love Indus?
I use every single product they have, and hence why I'm so glowy. And the owner
why I'm
is
so
coming.
beautiful.
That's why I'm so beautiful, guys. Straight up. The owner of Love Indus, she's amazing. She's coming on my Facebook Live Wednesday, June 25th, so you're not going to want to miss that. Just give us all the insight to every single product.
And y'all said she does real stuff too. You know, I mean, not that your Facebook Live is not a real thing, but
Gotcha.
She does. Where did you say you saw her, Riggins?
She was on I think QVC the other night, talking about Love Indus. QVC or HSN, one of those, home shopping channels.
Mm-hmm. Which I think so. It's going to be a step up for her to come on I think.
Right.
I agree.
Is she going to be in your closet with you? Is she coming in there?
Love Indus in the closet.
Love Indus closet.
We're going to be zooming together. Zooming.
Okay, well, cool. And y'all said she's very pretty.
She is pretty.
Yeah, pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why you think she's so pretty? Those skincare, I'm telling you, they work miracles. Or she was just born that way too. But
I'm going to have to look her up.
You got to look her up. And the fact that she was invited on QVC or whichever one, that means she's moving product. They don't hire, any schlub to come on there.
Yeah.
Right.
So she must have agreed to do Lindsay's Facebook thing like way before her product took off.
I don't know.
It's like back in the early 90s, before anybody had heard of Billy Ray Cyrus, he booked a gig at a country bar in little Alexandria, Louisiana called Fool's Gold. And in between the time they signed the papers for him to come and perform at Fool's Gold, Achy Breaky Heart hit and became a giant craze and all of that stuff. Well, he was still booked to come do this little club as he's the biggest star in the world at that point, and he did it.
Good for him.
And so they looked fantastic. So is that this type of situation where she agreed to come do your Facebook Live before she really took off into the real shows?
Now she's like, what have I done? Gotta go on this girl's Facebook. It'll be good though.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun stuff.
Yeah.
Don't talk about skin and looking for smooth skin.
I watched Lindsay a few weeks ago talk about all these products and stuff. It was actually really interesting. I don't know anything about skincare, but she's talking about her dew drops and she's doing the application. She's actually pretty talented at showcasing products, Lindsay is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know why I'm surprised by that, but I was.
Maybe I'm designed to go on QVC and sell her product.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Vanna White-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But can you imagine what would happen if somebody called into the live QVC show and said something stupid and Lindsay would end up going off on them?
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
it
up until then? Yeah. However many nights it took to get to that point, then she'd be fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's been here 2 hours. She's gone. Now, what's the age range for QVC? I've never really watched it. I know that my mother-in-law, she buys a lot off HSN QVC.
Yeah, I'm sure it's significantly older women.
Is it for ever? I wanted to know
I think so.
Yeah, I would assume. But not necessarily at night, though. At night, I would think that they have younger people watching.
I would think, but
no
everything in her house is from QVC.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, where'd you get that? Oh, QVC. She must stay up late.
Yeah. But do they have some of the stuff that they're selling on QVC? Do they have it on Amazon? Does she ever buy anything from Amazon?
I don't know. She just always says QVC, but maybe you're right. Maybe it's just online. Like, I'm sure they do QVC different now. You don't call in because Wasn't it like a call-in type thing?
No, I think she was there.
No. You mean
like,
to order things? You call in and order it?
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure now you can just go online and
Mm-hmm.
order it, but
Mm.
yeah, I think back in the day you had to call in and be like, yeah, I want.
Right. And then they would put some of the calls through to the show. You know, if you were calling in to order it or you had a question about it, you could call and ask.
Yeah. Because Lisa Rinna does a lot of QVC stuff. I used to watch The Real Housewives when she was on it.
Mm-hmm.
She'd do a lot of those.
Yeah. And Jean Smart's character on Hacks, you know, she does a lot of QVC stuff.
That makes sense because wasn't she based on Joan Rivers?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I can see a similarity there.
Joan Rivers is another one. She was on QVC all the time selling her
That's right.
jewelry or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny.
That is a good show, though. I haven't seen any of the latest season, but yeah, it's a good show.
Mm-hmm.
It's very liberal, though, but I can look past it. I mean, it's not mean liberal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just like funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that, you know, QVC is still killing it.
I bet you they are.
And what's the other one called?
HSN.
Okay, so Home Shopping Network. They just call it HSN now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
What does QVC stand for?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Quick View Customers.
Channel?
Commerce.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Maybe. Well, we can find out.
Yeah, I love how
Google it. Yeah. Just juggle it. Quick View Commerce.
Quality, value, convenience.
Okay, that was close.
Okay. Who would have guessed?
Quality, value, commerce.
Yeah, close enough.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Lindsay, do you know what HBO stands for?
No.
Home Box Office.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
KFC.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Knew that one.
Mm-hmm.
I know that one.
I know that one,
Like the
guys.
back of my head.
I actually don't like KFC.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not my fave.
Mm-mm.
Did you see the new dessert they have at Bojangles?
Which one?
I saw it on TikTok. This guy, it's the Bo cinnamon roll, but it's topped with frosting and cinnamon toast crunch. It's like-
Really?
it looks like a cinnamon
wait.
roll made out of their biscuits or something.
Maybe Rob showed me that. But
Yeah.
I think I have seen that, yeah.
I would try it.
The guy takes one bite. He goes, "Now I'll be honest, it's sweet." It's like, yeah, I guess.
I'll be honest.
No,
I'll be honest,
Hey.
it's sweet.
because that's the part I was wondering about. Is it going to be sweet?
Yeah.
It's got cinnamon toast crunch on frosting on a cinnamon roll. Ay, ay, ay.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny.
That's so funny. If you've recently thought, dang, Lindsay's skin is looking good, your eyes are not deceiving you, it's Love Indus. Love Indus is my new skincare regimen. They have cleansers, serums, toners. You are going to love all of their products. And guess what? You get 21% off using code TJ. That's a better discount than pretty much anywhere you're going to get. So go to tjriggins.com/deals and check out my new favorite skincare line because you're going to be glowing. Your skin's going to be tighter. You're going to look vibrant. It's an amazing product. Check it out.
Buying or selling a house can be one of the most stressful things ever, but the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can help make your life easier. They're not just salespeople, they're actually real estate and marketing experts. Look, my wife and I always use the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty because they're great. It's just that simple. Let them help you find your next dream home. Go to tjriggins.com/Temple team, tjriggins.com/Temple team, and make sure to tell them that you heard about it from me, TJ, because that makes me look good.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it.
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
Lindsay, when's the last time you were on a roller coaster? I mean, we were talking about it earlier in the regular old show about your being on roller coasters and all, not liking them.
I honestly can't. Okay, I'm thinking it was maybe Carowinds when I was real little, and it was that big, where you're safe in it. You're not gonna like fall out. It's the water thing where it's like one big boat and it comes down and it splashes the water.
Mm-hmm.
You call that a roller coaster, though?
I'm calling it one.
So when we went to Disney World with the grandkids trips and all that, you never rode the rock and roller coaster, the Aerosmith rock and roller coaster?
Never.
Hmm.
Never, never, never.
What did you do while the rest of us were doing that?
I'm probably wanting to get an AC because I remember it being hot. I don't know, honestly, but I know I didn't ride it.
You did, didn't you, Riggins?
Sure, a couple of times.
All right.
Over 15 years or however many times. After a while, I was like, I've done it. I don't need to do that one.
Yeah.
What if you got stuck in up there, however it go? Oh my God.
That would be awful.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Did you ride? You didn't do the Tower of Terror thing, though, did you, where it drops? I hate that more.
I never did that.
Yeah.
No. I can't tell you a time I've ridden a roller coaster, honestly.
Yeah, the Tower of Terror thing is just the bottom falls out of it. It's like you're going up in an elevator and then the bottom falls out and drops you however many stories. And I hate that, actually. I hate it. I did it a couple of times, just giving in to peer pressure, and then I just said, no, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, that doesn't even sound fun. It's
I
not
don't
even
like
like a
it.
ride. Like you just fall.
And you wait for all that time to go by. You're just waiting in line.
I haven't done a roller coaster when I'm at AMC Theater recently, and the opening credits come on, and it's this fake roller coaster on the screen, and I get nauseous.
Oh gosh.
I looked at Kyle. I said, I can't do this anymore. I had to like hide I can't. It makes me sick. It's not even I'm scared. It's just I'm nauseous.
So, did you ride the Soarin' ride where you get on it and it's a 3D thing and it looks like you're hang gliding through California at Epcot? You didn't do that?
Who was I hanging out with this whole time?
That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
wondering. I don't remember because we all did those
I like
those
that.
rides. Yeah.
No.
And that was basically you were just in one spot and then the screen was moving around you. And then when you would go over the orange groves and Cali, they would spray that. It smelled like oranges. Yeah, it was really cool.
Discovery Place in elementary school, we would go on a field trip every year. You know the one where they have the stars and you sit and you're like, look, it's like the solar system is moving. It's just a screen.
A planetarium.
Planetarium, yeah.
Planetarium. I had to sit out of that every year. I can't. Nothing moving while I'm sitting. I'm barfing.
Oh my
Yeah, so
gosh.
you'd never be able to do 3D glasses not 3D glasses, what do you call them? Virtual reality glasses, things like that?
No.
Mm.
I'm no fun, really, to be honest.
Yeah, you're very fragile.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I don't remember
Anything moving where I'm either not moving or moving another way or direction, no. Mm-mm.
If I move in
no.
one direction or the other direction.
Yeah. My
If moving-
equilibrium is jacked. I don't know.
What the heck?
So, if you were ever in a limo, you would probably have to always be facing forward, right?
Yes.
Could
And
you even
then,
do that, being in a limo where you can't see out or anything like that?
I can face forward. I think y'all got a limo one time. Were we in LA? Where were we?
Yeah, I'm probably LA. Yeah.
For the American Idol thing.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, okay, don't be a baby back. Get in here.
Mhm.
So I got in there and I just sat forward and I was fine.
Yeah,
But
it was. It picked us up at the airport, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, don't say anything. Just do it. Suck it up. Because it's a nice gesture. When people get you a limo,
Mhm.
you're like, oh my God, thank you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't say anything about it. But the second Kyle gets me a limo going to the airport more recently on a trip, I'm like, Kyle, you know better.
And then when we were in that cab going somewhere when we were in LA, or an Uber, and you had to see it was a smaller car, and you sat in the front, and Ace Riggins and I sat in the back on top of each other in the back seat.
Y'all are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, princess.
I mean, it's really bad. I mean, if you knew how bad, thank you for that, though.
Yeah, we do. We were crammed in the back of a car in L.A. We do know how bad it is. It's awful.
Yeah.
You
It sucks.
Where it takes 30 minutes to go down one block in LA in traffic. We're just like stuck in the back of this, like a Suzuki SUV or something.
Inside a
It's just
smelly Suzuki, traveling down the 405 or whatever the hell that
and it was
is.
burning hot. I'll never. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys, but thank you.
You got it.
Yeah. Don't mention it. We've pretty much forgotten it.
I mean, it was 10 years ago, but okay.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins. Where are these huge discounts on great products? The deals page at tjriggins.com.
Check it out.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yeah.